Did you know that Ashton Kutcher was supposed to go on a date with a girl the night she was murdered?
I'm sorry, what?
Back in February 2001, a girl named Ashley Ellerin was brutally murdered in her apartment. Ashley was a girl that Ashton Kutcher had been seeing very casually. They had plans to go to a Grammys after party together. So Ashton calls her around like 8 p.m. and she's like, hey, I'm gonna come pick you up soon. Be ready. Then Ashton doesn't show up at her apartment until about an hour after he made that call.
Okay.
He gets to her apartment about 10 p.m. and he calls her and she's not answering. He knocks on the door, no answer at the door. He tries to open the door, can't get in, it's locked. Then he goes over to the window of her apartment and he sees a giant red stain on the ground. In his mind, he said, oh, like that must be a wine stain or that must be like a spill or something. Whatever, I'm getting ghosted, gonna cut my losses, moving on.
And he left?
He left.
Babe.
No, right? Okay, it gets freaking crazier. So then the next morning, Ashley's roommate comes home to find Ashley brutally murdered.
Not the brutal.
Ashley's roommate calls the police, reports the murder, obviously. Ashton Kutcher got wind of it, immediately called the police. And he was like, hey, my fingerprints are gonna be all over the door and potentially her apartment. This is a girl I was hooking up with. I went to her house last night to pick her up. She didn't answer.
Was this to cover his tracks?
I don't know. So the police are like, okay, great. Thanks for letting us know. So they investigate the murder. Years later, they come to terms that it was a serial killer that had killed her. The serial killer was called the Hollywood Ripper. But here's where things get a little confusing. The investigators never found the Hollywood Ripper's DNA in the apartment. This serial killer actually happened to be Ashley Ellerin's neighbor. So they tied him